Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh. I am battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today we're going to be doing some readings and catching up. As some of you may know, I'm in the process of moving, so I'm a little behind. We'll be starting with August 2nd and doing the daily readings, and I will do it in chunks to catch us up. So I apologize for that. If you've ever moved before, it is a long process and you always realize you have a lot more stuff than you really think you did. So I'm donating most of my stuff to Goodwill and trying to live a very Spartan lifestyle. So the first will be August 2nd from the Daily Stoic. So the Daily Stoic, August 2nd. Indeed, how could we exile be an obstacle? Indeed, how could an exile be an obstacle to a person's own cultivation or to attaining virtue when no one has ever been cut off from learning or practicing what is needed by exile? Late in his life after a surgery, Theodore Roosevelt was told he might be confined to a wheelchair for the remainder of his days. Watch his trademark ambulance. He responded, with his trademark ambulance, he responded, "All right, I can make that work too." This is how we can respond to even the most disabling returns of a fate, by working within them whatever room is left. Nothing can prevent us from learning. In fact, difficult situations are often opportunities for their own kinds of learning, even if they're not the kinds of learning we'd have preferred. Musonius Rufus, for his part, was exiled 3 times, twice by Nero and once by Vespasian. But being forcibly expelled from his life and his home didn't impinge upon his study of philosophy. In his way, he responded by saying, "All right, I can work that way too." And he did, managing to squeeze in some time between exiles with a student named Epictetus, and thus helping to bring Stoicism to the world. I really like that reading for a variety of reasons, that we can work anyway. It's one of those ways in terms of our strength when we're working the program that we can find the silver lining, we can find the nugget of value, and we can look at the world in a positive way, but we can learn a life lesson. Even in sobriety, life is going to throw you hard times. You're going to lose people, you might lose a job. Those are all things that can happen in sobriety. That are difficult situations, but we don't necessarily need to use in order to alleviate whatever pains we're feeling. I mean, you go from being able to walk to then being confined to a wheelchair. You go from being exiled and kicked out of your own home 3 different times and are still managed to teach and practice the ideals of Stoicism. So for me, what I try and do whenever life gets lifey and throws me difficult times, I kind of take a step back and look for the silver lining and what lessons I have learned or can learn from it. And then also I try and be self-aware and introspective about my own sobriety and my road to recovery, about what I can learn from that experience. I've had relationships blow up, I've had changes in schools or things that I thought were unfair happen to me or unjust, but the program has taught me, my programs and fellowships have taught me how to handle those situations and manage my sobriety in a way that it doesn't impact me to go down the rabbit hole and do negative things that would bring me back to my old ways. So what I hope for you is that you understand that you can work from anywhere, you can work a program from anywhere. And it's all about understanding, what are the tools necessary for you that keep you successful, that keep you in between the guardrails, that keep you on the road to recovery. So with that is what I hope for all of you. Again, I am the founder of the Accountability Group. I hope that you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, but more importantly, and most importantly, you share in the comment section. Whether you're a newcomer looking for advice or just need to vent, or you're someone with time under your belt who can pass along some information about how you've been able to maintain your sobriety, it's a mutually beneficial exchange and builds a community like we're trying to build with the Accountability Group in order to exchange knowledge and help keep one another sober and hold each other accountable. So for me, I hope for you that you stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. Again, I am Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am Josh, still fighting the diseases of addiction and mental health.